into the void. All right. I can't. I just don't know where my little charger piece went. So I can plug up my. I wonder. What could it be? Let's see. Oh, shite. Let's see. Oh, it worked. Hold on. It worked. Hold on. Let me see if this might work. Why is that doing that? Oh. Okay. Whew. Oops. Oh, I dropped some chocolate or something on my shirt. Probably some hot cocoa. Anyways. All right. So let's go ahead and get this. So let's look. We want to know about these organizations and who we can go ahead and just swoop through and find out what they've been up to. So we know the WHO organization. Somebody's scared, man. Let's see about the WHO organization. Right. So, okay, first, let's just finish talking about this because we all know that with all the money and all the things that go behind these organizations, it wouldn't be nothing. It wouldn't be nothing for these people. Ooh. It wouldn't be nothing for these people to basically when we still talking about child trafficking, child porn. Don't come on. Nene, you cannot come over here on that camera. You don't have no pants on. No. Go. These people are. That's why I say about this whole thing being shut down. Because, like I said, these would have to be mandated reporters. Anybody teaching anything, anybody calling themselves a teacher, or a priest or a messiah, or they must not be of Christ, or they must not be my brother and sister if they're not doing what I say or what God is talking about. Because these people are supposed to be tying a millstone around these people's neck for doing this to children. So, what did you try to keep the one that really protects out of the mix? Because we're going to finish reading this and then we're going to talk about the WHO organization. It's saying here that whoever this is did this. Okay, they Brant Steele published the Battered Children Syndrome, which helped doctors identify child abuse. So if these people have been watching you all your life, or they watching you now while you talking your stuff, and they feel like some child abuse, or there is something that could be shown as abuse or something, it just would not make no sense why these people wouldn't be doing nothing. Because what do you do to battering rams, or to batter something? Let's see what this means. Oh no, we can't because none of my apps are working. Hold on, we can. Bat bat bats in earth. Let's see. To strike repeatedly. So to batter someone is to strike repeatedly, to beat violently and rapidly. This could be even with a large amount of people. This could be gang stalking. This could be something like this. And you mean to tell me these people know who we are or something like this, and they're not going to use all the resources to find out who's doing this and stop it? No, because they need you to see mentally ill and fighting the air or something. But you can't ignore the air because a lot of the stuff is not natural elements that was going on 15 in the 1500s or when the Bible was written. You will have to advance with the times and be able to see. Now, if you can't see, you can't see. But some of these people have been taking this limitless drug so that they can see. And they were taken into some kind of organization. Somebody figured out like the route by breaking into my Akashic records or touching the tree of life. And they took this information and they decided over the past 30 to 40 years or something, after, because these people knew about me coming before I was even born, even in the music industry. That's why they say the Illuminati kind of tell you stuff that they doing or whatever, but who they telling it to? And what if you can't understand? What if they got you blocked in one dimension? You supposed to be in dimension 10 so that you can see it clearly. You don't have to work so hard. So none of these people did it on their own. They did it with somebody, or somebody carried them along or kidnapped them and then took them or slowly moved them along or whatever this is. I'm doing it on my own. So to figure out what's going on, it's like kind of trying to set somebody back or put something it's like trying to put something back or hold something off or something like this. Okay. It says to strike, to beat, to strike. And that's why I said most of these people, their claims or whatever about people's hair and makeup and face and fat and all this other stuff, it ain't got nothing. They talk about those things because there's nothing else that they can talk about on these videos. You don't see none of these people going into reading anything that's going to help somebody understand something better or to show their work of how they came to the conclusion of anything that they think. These are people that go to insulting people and calling people weird, crazy, jealous bitches and stuff like this. And that's why I'm saying some of these people are my doppelgangers that I was single. At first, it was all in the background. I'm hearing that they was all in one accord. If something happened to me, my clones would come to my aid or something like this. And then they started to see what was coming for me and that they thought I wasn't going to wake up and be able to recognize and realize and wake up. So then you started to think that you could have the man and the job and the opportunities and the positions and the crown and shit that I was going to have after you seen people already doing this all this time. So even the me's that were behind the scenes that they were using that actually had the information or the knowledge by dealing with these people, they didn't do nothing to help me when I needed. So I became single. So that person is removed. It's not even just the eye that's being plucked out. It's talking about the people being removed. After your eye be single, pluck it out. These people are eyes, all your eyes on you. I got my eyes on you. This energy about somebody watching you or watchers. These are watchers with blood on their hands. This the foliage or the leaves or the snakes around the world card with blood on their hand. They found a way to hack. This is a young, immature group of people, hackers that was tired of being stuck in hell or in those same bodies because they made a mistake and they went and did something. Or maybe they even, I feel bad for some of them sometimes because maybe they could have got into some type of scientific experiment or something like this. The thing that you did wrong is coming for the person that was coming to do everything right. And make yourself think that you could rise above the throne of God, and that's just not going to happen. So even if they're my clones, if I'm talking like this and I'm moving like this, even if I'm not going nowhere, I'm sitting in one space and I'm telling you something. I'm not going around doing anything. I didn't claim anything yet. I haven't bought anything yet. I haven't gotten any of my money yet. I haven't done anything. And I'm telling you what I'm telling you by sitting in one space, by being somebody that don't even really go outside much. I'm sitting in my house and I'm telling you, I don't read much. So people are like, oh, you're not doing enough reading. The shit is already in me. What you see what I'm saying? I already did all the reading for 15 years. Even shared it with you. So somebody would say that's a mistake. You should have never shared that. No. Because whatever these people, this formula that they came up with, these Moors and this Nana Woo Woo and this Phoenix Moon papers and these Candelaria papers, the shit that they learned in Mexico and brought back here, it's a wrap. It's all seen as a terroristic threat. So if these people got positions already in power, they're going to be coming out because these are people that's in those so-called high places, but they really low vibrating thinkers. Because you even got this chance to, I naturally can scroll back what's going on in heavens if I'm really concerned and see what the fuck these people been doing or what they done did. It take a lot of energy out of me, but you got the limitless drug where you could look at this and you been knew this. You been knew this. So like I said, something graphic happened and they're trying to, if it's me, if I was raped and beaten or killed or something like this, or taken into some kind of coven or or they took me into some type of sex trafficking, slave trade, they're going to use that and say that I'm unclean. But the person that it actually happened to, that's still amongst them people or dealing with them people, because Jesus was going to be around all people from all walks of life when he came back or when Christ came back. But if these people are around the people and they're doing, it ain't who you around, it's what you doing. It's your works. I could be around 30 people in this house. I could not have nowhere to live and be in a homeless shelter or something like this. And everybody around me is a criminal and a pedophile. I'm not. I just happen to have to be there because I don't have nowhere else to go. You understand? I would have to be doing the works of those people. It ain't because who I've been. You've been in this world. We in this world. So everybody guilty of everything then? Because we all in this world and we all have neighbors or people around us or people we've been around. We had to sit next to on the airplane. Shit like this. And I wasn't doing what they was doing. The airplane could also be a mindset. So they could have hijacked the plane or something like this. Or they hijacked somebody's mind or hacked somebody's mind back then. And nobody did nothing about it. We talk about the Capitol Dome of America. Like I told you, even if they wanted to say there shouldn't be, but even if they wanted to say that there's Capitol women in each state because the states have, but we talking about the capital of the nation. We talking about any other airplanes, but if somebody hijacked Air Force One, that's a big ass problem. It should be all across the news and everything. But you know, the same thing how when they hijacked those planes in 9/11, those were regular just planes or whatever. But or even what happened to Kobe Bryant, that was like a helicopter or a private plane or something like this, and it was all over the news. Could you imagine somebody knowing that Air Force One or the high flying energy that presidential energies, God knows that somebody stored information in that child or something, no matter what it is that they know, or if they're congruent with what's going on in their higher realm in themselves, like somebody stopped you or blocked you from having going to mystery schools or something like this and finding more about your gifts or how to elevate, but they told everybody else. And my dome will be the one that will be connected to these higher people. And you mean to tell me there's no way that you could discard it? I will be you, and you can't be me. But okay, you can't be me, but that means that it's almost like I am all of them, but they can't be me, right? Right? They could talk the information, but you don't have the authority, you don't have the privilege, you don't have the right, you don't have the birthright. This is something here. So that's like somebody finding out that only one child, this person had 16, it was married to this woman and had 16 children, but really because of the bloodline or the invasion of this bloodline, only one of them that's supposed to be the granddaughter is actually the child, or say it's the father, and like only one of these children was his child or something like this. But you knew that. And then you just decided to, and all the other was industry plants or there was family plants that was from different nations, and you decided to upgrade them and try to make it like, oh, these were the lesser ones. This black sheep came out of the family and started talking different and talking about all this knowledge, and we got to make this person look little and have little knowledge. That knowledge that we was talking about, this is just reproduced knowledge from history books and stuff like this. This ain't even no higher knowledge. Anybody could look at that knowledge and get that knowledge and get that understanding. They may not be able to see it the way that I see it, but you see. So I be damn, you gonna have me some nutshell that you done hollowed out and took the nuts out and try to put it back up on the tree, or put it on the ground and crush it up and make it into something else. That don't happen over here. All right? It ain't even about jealousy or nothing. It's what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And I said what I said. So we have this energy here of to beat, to strike, okay? It says literally Latin, but eventually old one and popular vulgar Latin. It is said to be probably borrowed from the Gaulish energies or Welsh. All right. And it says, what else does it say? To strike. It says also to battle or beaten or beat or hammer or with a hammer or a mallet. Okay. So this could be somebody that feel like you denied them, and this could be somebody that's Caucasian and they was prejudiced, or they didn't date. They could hang around with other people that look different, but they wasn't attracted. Somebody might not know what to do with their attraction. This is a Caucasian boy here. This is a Caucasian male that keeps battering someone. And they're having some kind of privilege, Caucasian privilege. I separate Caucasian privilege from white privilege because I'm the white motherfucker here. I'm the pure one here. Okay? So I separate Caucasian from white. And there's no higher power than the white. It's so funny how they use the name white, or this friend's name were white. Of the the Jean Bonnet, the closest people to this person. But somebody is doing this. They feel like, oh, you black bitch, you're gonna try to tell me no. Yeah, I'm higher than you. Okay, that's why I'm saying you're gonna bow down like everybody else. That's why I'm saying every knee. Somebody fooled these people. Somebody really close to this person could have worked with this person, made music with this person, playing around. Somebody been whispering. Somebody is, somebody might collaborate with a lot of people or have in the past couple of years or whatever. And it's like that person. I'm telling you, with Willy Wonka that was coming in and whispering. Give me the formioli. These people could have battered somebody recently. They could have also this could be what they did to somebody and it showed up in their reading 10-10 ending. You thought that you about to give me a 10-10 ending and this for you. Somebody think because they slim or something. Okay, because somebody is pretty, but motherfucker, come on now. All right. Somebody else is too. Because somebody is used to dead girls. Somebody likes to mingle or sleep with the dead, or they speak to the dead, or somebody is a necromancer. Just like Jesus was not a necromancer. Jesus was like an all power, right? Or Christ. But Lazarus could be somebody a bit. If you could put Lazarus and Jesus together and you have Jesus blinded and you have Lazarus at full capacity and Lazarus can use his energy and Jesus energy, because there's something about Lazarus and Judas being friends, or Judas was supposed to be the one to rat somebody out, but in the past Judas may not have been doing that. But now I feel like if Christ is waking up, or if I'm waking up in my element here, that somebody is like, oh no, I worked too hard. I was thinking that this was going to go the other way and they were going to it's almost like how they said the Jews or something like this, or the Gollum. They are not supposed to put their in the Tanakh. I think it's or the Talmud. It says how they're not supposed to do anything to these people, but they can hire somebody or something like this to do something to these people. Okay. So their hands is clean, okay? But your knowledge of it being mandated, okay, is what the problem is, okay? It says, they do have it here. It says the word began widely in reference to domestic abuse in 1962. It says battering ram is an ancient weapon, but so this is like a goat or somebody that want to be the goat, Aries energy. But the phrase is arrested only from 1610, okay? So somebody keep going at it, okay? The Africans that are here from the Gullah Geechee, one version is more American breeds, and one is more African. And those are the people that's over there in Washington, D.C. trying to keep me. But it's already been written. My book is put away, but it's already written that these versions of these people will never rise above the American breed or that pure breed or the American God on their own soil. It just can't happen. So I think that this is what these people are using right now. Okay. Let's see. I really do think that that's what they're using. In order to, this is a violation, even to open up somebody's Akashic records or intellectual property to a large amount of people that can use that stuff and know what's coming for that child and create stumbling blocks so you can stop this person at every moment. That's battering here. Somebody stays on it, because I feel like somebody was supposed to be working with somebody or dealing with somebody, but they gave up on it a long time ago. They got discouraged, but that just means you got to go ahead and give up on those rankings too. You can't keep those privileges. You can't keep those positions. You see what I'm saying? You can't keep those positions. You got to go and get down with that hoe that you chose. You chose that, right? Okay. So then, because somebody trying to win at all odds or something. I just don't know. I don't know what somebody was doing, but that's what it seemed like to me. Okay. They're trying to say I'm the one that died and I'm sick or I'm unholy, but no, that's that person. And your ending was right there. Now I'm here back because I've been in and out too, right? But there was a crime. There's almost like it was like a mass something. Whatever happened to Jean Bonnet, there was at least 25 or something other people that they use as a sacrifice or something like this. 2 to 5, 25. I don't know. It was more people involved. Doesn't matter. I'm the one that was going to come up at the end. The phoenix rising from the ashes. Because these others were convinced by these others to go against me in a way that was very inhumane. Yeah, somebody took money. There was a short guy in the that kind of looked like this in the Starbucks when I went through the drive-thru. Somebody could have took some money or something like this. You broke my heart. So somebody's heart could be a smaller person or their friend. Okay, could have been a smaller person. This could be this Kevin Hart energy. Could have been friend with but I see I don't feel like this Drake is here anymore. But somebody said you broke my heart. They was talking about this heart energy, but I know with this heart energy, cause I think I went to the Kevin Hart. I think it was a Kevin Hart concert or something like this. That was my first time going to. No, I can't remember who it was, but I know who did something here. I know what was in that box or that trunk that they had over there on that stage as some kind of sacrificial ceremony or something like this. But I made sure when I went to that thing, I got seats that was higher up. So we were higher because I don't like going sitting underneath. I hate that my TV is up. Y'all notice how that's crazy. Back in the day, our TV sat on the floor. We looked down at the TV, you know, but now we hang them up on the wall and we have to look up. They look up to me. They look up to me. All right. So like I said, anybody is a weasel or a weasel or something. If you hiding in and, you know, you connected to somebody, but you want everybody else to know something more than that person, you a weasel. You're not no higher than me. I'm not about to sit in no world where you controlling shit. When I say whatever I want to say right there. Yeah, somebody is limited. This is breaking somebody's heart, or your heart should be broken if you know this person was the one that was the main person. But like I said, this is like these people on the other side knew everything. I didn't know. So how you gonna be mad at me because I'm just trying? How you gonna be mad at me because I'm just trying to associate what's happening? You're not gonna leave me out of nothing. You're not about to fully take nothing from me. You're not about to stop this judgment. You're not about to stop this thing fully. So, you know, what do you want? What do you want me to do? If it was you and you was in a dire situation and people knew that could do something about it, that had the money or the moves or the means to do something about it, and they wasn't doing nothing about it, what you gonna do? Even if you feel like, oh, I'm just feeling foggy, I don't know, bitch, I'm gonna keep going. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a key word because you don't have to be listening. That's the thing. You wasn't listening the whole time. These people don't have to listen. God listening. God just needed me to be able to see it some kind of way, man. Anybody no rush for real, but y'all run around here like vagabonds doing all this goofy ass shit. So somebody don't even know that somebody that they talking about. So somebody could have been more than friends. They could have been co-workers or something like this. This could be Alvin. This is why Alvin didn't come finish teaching me the teachings. Somebody could have been hiding in this house next door with the parties next door. So it's like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been peeping the shit the whole time, but like, I need that one thing where I could just swoop around and just bow. You know what I'm saying? I need that one thing. So it doesn't hurt because once I seen something what it is, I did not say I know. So this could be somebody that was supposed to be your person, or y'all got different mothers, or y'all got the same father, or you come from the same tribe, or something like this. And somebody could be, but that ain't what, and even if somebody try to say something weird, it's like, okay, well, what happened on that when Noah was told to make that ark and put them people on it? And they said, well, how did this person reproduce? If they was the brother and sister, or if they was the mother and son or something, how did they reproduce? Well, I don't know. Somebody could produce the seed like the seed was in them, but that's not what they've been using here. So somebody keeps battering someone, or battered woman syndrome, or something like this. They keep doing it. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch. So Church Hill down. They want. Okay. Oh, is somebody the official person? Who? Who? Oh, who? The world? Who? Okay, because I said, oh, the United States. We need to go a little. We need to look at NASA. Well, who? Well, we keep looking at the United. And then I went and I looked. I said, who? Who? Oh, who? Oh, who? The organization. Okay. 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 Somebody money is not going to matter. So somebody could be fighting against you because somebody is there. I don't know. Their lover fell in love with you, or whoever they was working with wanted to work with you, or something like this. But a king of coins is about to lose it. It's like also somebody's mother could have been created after you. Like you could be somebody's mother. So this would be also looked at as somebody going against their mother because they thought that the mother that they had was their mother. But somebody spliced something off of me to make their mother. So I'm both of their mother. So the father and the child went against their daddy or their mother. Five of Swords in reverse. And I guess, I mean, I don't know. I'm hearing this ain't the part where it's like, don't be fooled. No, we passed that already. Something got to be called out. And somebody want to make it seem like they happy with somebody or where they are, possibly with an Empress in reverse. Okay. None of these people are protected. So somebody couldn't leave the dead version of me alone because they were shy or something. So they just went for the dead version. Like I tell you, whoever this is, they don't want you to be seen as like world famous or something because they were. So this could be a brother, a sister, a person that was made to be your mate or something in the future, whatever. But this person already had fame or something. And they would just die if you had it too. Because I feel like somebody was looking like they was just playing with you or they was doing this. They didn't know the real thing. You told that person to look back at you and see what you talk about. Because who you saying is your daddy might be my daddy, or it might not be your daddy, it might be my daddy, or who your mama is your mama, who is there, whatever, like this. And somebody got pissed. Possibly. Oh, I said somebody didn't get maybe didn't get, you know, punished when they was little or something like this, like they were supposed to. Something like that. Yeah, because it could be these three. The kings of comedy. Somebody else is comical. I've been known to be comical or make people laugh. Pleiadians energy or the dark side of the Pleiadians. Or people that like laughter in general. They seem so happy and laughy, but they be laughing like snakes in your face. Yeah, the Taurus, the Hierophant. Because that's why I said somebody decided, oh, I'm going to be Elizabeth. And I'm going to pick Mary's, but I'm Elizabeth. I'm not Mary. I'm not Diana. I'm Elizabeth. Thean. And them. So, I mean, I don't know why we thought that, or you thought that you could keep this shit going on for so long. That could be the Taurus. Somebody could have took change money. If my Taurus went behind the scenes with the square, because somebody wanted something at first and now they don't because it's like too dangerous or something like this, or whatever it is. Now you about to have to be seen, or I'm about to have to be seen for what it is. Not this person acting like they happy somewhere else or something, but it could be with me. But they think that should be enough. I'm happy with the version of you that I have. So I'm sorry, but your journey stops here. I mean, I got a couple other people that's lesser than me that you could. That's what I'm saying. Somebody tried to force you. Somebody kept you in a situation where you was with a mundane masculine or a stalemate when somebody's supposed to be in a higher level commitment. This wasn't for everybody. I'm afraid to tell you. I already told you that this twin flame thing became a joke to me because I already knew that this was about getting two people together and people got jealous and then they start like acting like everybody could do it. And the thing is, if I was at the top, I would have gone ahead and did something like made some twin flames for some motherfuckers just for fun. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's ruined now. Yeah. So we got the Hierophant. This could be the Taurus. Somebody else could be holding the energy of the Taurus. Somebody has the ghost of this Taurus with them. So they're hiding. The Taurus is the one that I was supposed to allegedly be married to. But I know one day he was drinking and he was like, no, I'm an Aries. I've always been an Aries. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You've been a Taurus. We all was Taurus. Me, my play sisters was Tauruses, and this man was a Taurus. And he was like, no, I'm an Aries or something. He was sitting in the back seat. He was acting weird that day. He was sitting in the back seat. And I'm like, what is you talking about? So the Aries, though, okay. So that's what this is. But it's the emerald energy. Somebody would be, it's the emerald tablets. It's Thoth energy. It is who is the Egyptian goddess that has he don't trust nobody to do his work, so he made thousands of clones of him. That's supposed to be me, but somebody took that. I don't know if it's Thoth. Who is it? Y'all know who it is. Okay. So we got the King of Cups. I mean, the King of Coins is sick. And this all this person can think about is you or something. Or maybe, like I said, while this Taurus was alive on the earthly realm, so I don't know what this is that's with me now. But that could have me in danger. And this ain't no run away and try to find. No, there's nowhere to run. This is when the big boy is supposed to be getting called in now. Mm-hmm. The jig is up. So somebody could be back together again. Like, I feel like the way that the Scorpio and the Gemini was communing with me or since picking up on me, I feel like at one point in time, I could feel either the Sagittarius or something was saying, I feel what he feel, or I think his thoughts. Now the person could have passed away, and instead of the energy coming to me or being invested in me as supposed to be my spouse or whoever was supposed to be, however they did this trickily behind the scenes, it was still my other half. When a man and a woman come together and they become one. So when something happens to that person, where does the energy go? To me. Okay? But the parents want to hold on to it. That could be what that blue ball is. But I don't know if this mother knew that they was built off you or you was built off their seed or something. I don't know. I didn't know if the son didn't know and the mother was I don't know what this is with somebody's situation. But we have the King of Cups here, or the King of Pentacles in the upright. So if they did something to the Taurus, if they took this Taurus in maybe like between the past 7 to 8 years or something like this, then something bad happened to him. He would have been the earthbound person, but they tried to take him into the ethers, or they tried to take him into a higher place. And this could have been a good person, or he didn't know nothing about this, whatever this is. And that's why if this person crossed over, they could have said, no, just give her everything where she at so she could live right now and see how this shit is. Because I went right into it thinking I was leaving somebody behind, and look what happened to me. Somebody was too good or too happy or somebody was too something here. Now, when this person was playing around in the industry, that's where they belong. Even if this was my person, the dark side of him or the side that they were hiding, that's why they needed me to not be in the industry. That's why I can't even be really mad that nobody put me in the industry, that all the other families, because now that's their blemish that's on them. So somebody could be like, okay, you could be a star now. No, I make stars. The fuck? Don't come this way. Okay? So, anyways, we got the King of Coins here in the upright. No. Go see mom?
No.
We got the... Go tell your mom to put you some pants on. No. Nobody wants to see your booty cheeks. But really, I feel like somebody's ready. There's some girls that try to make it seem like somebody chose something. It don't matter. It's my belongings. Like, this nigga is my belonging. Like, bitch, what do you think this is? Page of Swords. Somebody is spying on this person. They know that this person is sick. Or now your version is wanting to step down because they don't want to get caught. And so they want to use your voice to try to lift you up or something. But, I don't need detached people or something to carry my voice on to where it need to go. This ain't even... You had to be self-assured. You had to be self-aware. These are people that didn't comfort themselves as a child. They was babied or pampered all their life or something. They don't know what self-comfort looked like, or being in a situation. Now, because somebody was in I would say I was in the world card energy, but somebody wanted to shake me. Somebody wanted to do something violently, or shaking baby syndrome or some shit like this, man. It's enough balance and stability and everything been shown. Like, somebody got to cut the crap here. All right? It's just what got to happen here. So it says, which help doctors identify child abuse, its effects, and the need to report serious physical abuse to legal authorities, because somebody has been killed. Oh, it could be me. But my energy is holy. It started out holy. I change. If not, it's going to end that way. So I don't know what somebody else is talking about or what they're doing. Somebody else could have died at the same time, or they could have killed me and somebody else, but we two different entities. That person gonna remain in the ground or in the mud or in a low vibrating thinking, or maybe they could be like just playing like they stupid and they just do tarot online, but they went behind the scenes to learn something, but somebody showed them something. They didn't come up with that shit on their own. And you took it from me. That's continuously taking something or taking things that's loving, or this person created they self or mates or something from somebody to abuse them or to hurt them, or sending males in, because somebody is a protected energy. So even if you was hanging out with guys or sleeping around or whatever the fuck you was doing, you was probably still protected, or I was still protected because I was a fountain. It was what I was supposed to be doing, right? So it's kind of like, but something else was going on in the dark or behind the scenes, and that would have been considered some type of abuse, or sending people in to date somebody or connect with them, and you finally say, oh, I think this is somebody like me. I think the bond, because I've always been about intimate moments and creating bonds like that. I'll remember conversations or something, being an outcast at the party and finding that other outcast and having a deep conversation. It's more about that than something else or whatever. So I feel like somebody liked that, the fact of taking people away from you. You made a bond with, even your own children that you made a bond with or something, in order to humiliate you or to hurt you or something, and then say, oh, this person is disassociated, schizophrenic. No, bitch, I just know what you did. You should see what I'm saying? So this is some type of abuse that parents can do spiritually or physically, and take away things that are pleasing to the child, more spiritually or more on another witchcraft or something, taking away things that a child really likes, or letting them really like it and play with it, and just taking it away just to be a bitch or something about it, or just to hurt the child. Okay. Not letting somebody have a meaningful relationship their entire life, where there's genuine love being poured out. So when I feel like when somebody seen that love was being poured out before I knew about any contact. Now, what this masculine energy they sent towards me, they could have had this person having contact with me, or they could have had me flown into fucking Antarctica or something for the weekend, and I didn't never know, or something like this. This person could have, it could have had something with me, but I wouldn't have known. It would have been like me. Y'all know that one card from the other galactic deck, the galaxy deck, where the guy is like kissing all on the girl and she's just sitting there like she's not even like there or something like this, right? So it's giving me that. All right. Somebody could have had those type of things with you or me. But it was never healing to you, because this person could be really shy, or they're just used to not having to answer for something. I don't care, just bring it to me or something like this, like somebody spoiled or something. But they knew that you were not getting the nourishment from the connection. Even if it's a real connection, you never got the nourishment from it. So everybody in the Bible didn't get a helpmeet. Other people got wives. Adam or whoever would be in the garden or something, they got a helpmeet. So only one person, they got a helpmeet. Let's make this person like that. It's not good for this person to be alone. It was already stuff created. But somebody felt alone in the world, or alone amongst people or peers or something. And that's why I told you, somebody took the Akashic record. I'm not taking anything from these people. You took something from our records and you gave it to these people to sit here and you took graven images. Somebody else's head is not heaven. Somebody else's head is not that. You took from that energy that God said don't, and you deliberately passed it out to other people. Could have been fine if everybody would have. It's almost like they're trying to make like thunder, right? When she's like, when they say this or whatever, look to me, don't look down on me in these times or whatever. And thunder is a very emotional writings in the Nag-Hammadi. Okay, I'm not gonna read it again because I feel like it opened up a portal, or it started some type of I don't know, it did something. It kind of solidified, or people was like, yeah, we're gonna just make her thunder, and she's gonna be the one to suffer, and nobody's gonna help her when she fall down. We'll just do like that. But the thing you messed up is that I'm more than that. So it's not bragging, it's setting the record straight. I don't like broken record syndrome or round and round. Once I get hold of it, I'm going to tear it down. I'm going to go tread. I'm going to tread however I need to until I get it all figured out. That's just what it is. None of these people did it alone. And this is people that say, oh, with this breed, you have to do the thing alone. None of them did it alone. You helped all of them, so they all disqualified. It's no competition. So it says they're supposed to report this to legal authorities. Child abuse was previously seen as uncommon. But again, amongst kings, it's really not. These people even made your children kings and it started letting them abuse you. That's where somebody messed up at. Because they put all that money and everything. They could have even turned some of your little girls into little boys. So that they could be seemingly like kings. Or they could have gave them money or a setting or a solid foundation or something like this. Somebody's eating like kings. Okay? It says the expansion was accompanied by a broader requirement for reporting abuse. Okay, I'm just skipping through here a little bit. Submitted when an incident caused serious physical injury. So maybe somebody wants you to be injured or unclean or unholy or unhealthy, or they want you to be pricked with something and get some kind of 3-letter disease or something you can't get rid of. And we're demanding that this don't happen. And if it do happen, then again, I guess this WHO organization or something like this, or whoever these people is, could be sued, or they could be just knocked the fuck down and rebuilt. Something like this. Or this might be one of the things that's not going to be rebuilt up again. And it might be some level of completion that they wanted to have going on here. And it's not going to happen. So with this microwave energy, they could be using microwave technology. You're going to be judged. You're about to be probed and judged. It's saying right here, to report abuse, previously reports were only submitted when the incident caused serious physical harm. So even when I made those claims about what happened to my D baby the first time she went to go visit her other family, they said, oh no, they would have to hurt the child, or the child would have to be hospitalized or something before we could do anything about it. No, that's what it was with the thing. Oh, we wanted the first visit to be, because the baby was only used to being around us. We wanted the first visit to, we asked the judge, because they was doing Zoom calls. And we asked the judge, can we have the first visit just be, if she's going to be forced to let him see her? Then this was like almost 4 years ago. Then we want the first visit to be supervised. And they said, why? Why do you think this? Well, he has a record of strangulation of a female, abuse and everything like this. We just, and just because the child, just for the better will for the child, we think because she's really haven't been around any other humans and she kind of don't like it at this age, we think that one of us should be there. And they said, no, well, we don't need to do that, blah, blah, blah. And then the child came back hurt. And they act like they didn't want to do something with child protective services or anything. And the funny thing is the child that it happened to, the child that was 15 years old and the person was over 18. And you didn't want to press charges against this person. Even the DA, nobody wanted to do it. So, this could be a stately situation with the state of Wisconsin. I don't know. This could be confiscating Wisconsin, starting there and moving on. Or a position, reporting abuse, okay? All right. And definitions charged were minors or minor physical inquiries and developments of psychological trauma began to be included as well. So what is this psychological trauma? An emotional response caused by severe distress events, such as bodily harm. So some people could be waking up with bodily harm, genital mutilation. Also realizing that you've been cut off from a family unit without your choice or without your knowledge. Maybe you were just taking a break away from everybody to find yourself like God told you to, and some more. And these people took offense to it because they couldn't abuse you or they didn't see you or they, it's something like this. Somebody think they in charge. It's probably time they figure out that they're not. It says caused by severe distressing events such as bodily harm, sexual violence, and other threats to the life or the subject, their loved ones, indirect exposure. Oh, what is this? Such as from watching television news may be extremely distressing and can produce. Okay, so tarot community. Let's see. So the tarot community, again, because they're talking about other people, they say this ain't my story. This is about, but on my channel, we say this is this story. So we talk about something, a real story, right? So, or this may, this is for your entertainment purposes or whatever. It's causing trauma in families. That's the snake. Everybody ain't a tarot reader. Like I said, in those ancient writers, it said that Jesus was being persecuted for using images to tell his stories or talking in parables. Okay? But then Jesus ended up having to go through some kind of battle where then he was able to use the pictures or whatever to do his work. This second energy, it's all the same thing. You take it to try to take the power from what was already built the first time. So these people see me transform energetically into all these gods. But you try to strike it down or something like this and have somebody start no. So you can learn what? Because you already know what the outcome is supposed to be. And it's only just you stalling something. Judgment. It's being called. People care, what do you say, until it's RIP, or people care until you start to see. It's saying this psychological trauma or mental trauma, psychiatric trauma, emotional damage, psychotrauma. So you taking my energy from me that I was supposed to be able to tap in as God needed me be, and you gave it to these people, and you wanted me to look at your tarot readers or your flowers. I would be a whole Alice probably walking around and created that whole scenario or something like this to be able to get a better look or to be able to know what the upside down or a world of my own would be. And you took the information and gave it to these people and they're not even saying it the way they're supposed to. Right? And so now billions of people is hooked on tarot and they be, psychological, because I don't care who you is, if you let it infiltrate you a little bit. See, that's why Moana said don't get tripped up on the tarot route. It didn't say don't watch the tarot route. It didn't say don't study it. It didn't say don't sit up in it and really get a better understanding of it. It said don't get tripped up on it. So somebody was waiting for me to get tripped up and go crazy and just be yelling every day like, oh my God, you're cheating or you're doing this or something like this. And And it kind of just got old and it wasn't working. And so it's like a bites from a viper or something like that. You just prone to it. And so, you just went ahead and just started stripping the family apart anyways, because it was taking too long. Instead of just saying somebody is that person. Okay. So it says here, okay. So this is distressing events. Okay. Sexual violence. This also sexual, doesn't have to be sex. This is like communication. This is like communication here. Seeing people trying to tell you something about yourself or your situation when you know what they're talking about. You're the only one that got the mind to wrap it around people's conversation and see exactly what the fuck somebody's saying. So even the people that's trying to judge you with these people, they know that you see it differently, but they're going to try to use that to make it like, oh, well, it's not really, because you know that you're not the real teacher. You ain't the one that came here to tell people what it really is. So you want to shut that person down. Okay. It says here, sexual violence could be, like I said, this could also be like men are from Mars and women are from Venus, like males, males being in an arena for females and harming them or putting shame on them, or girls going into the atmosphere of the men and striking them in some kind of way where they want to know how to fight back. They had to go get their little sister or their big baby sister or something like this to handle the situation. Other threats of life that subject or their loved ones or indirect exposure. Yeah. Okay. So news can be distressing and can produce involuntary. So we don't even watch news anchors. They watch tarot readers and shit now. Okay. And not always, it can be a stress response, but it may not always produce trauma. Yeah, because the people that's doing it, they know what's really going on and they know that they're trying to make you be in trauma. So you can keep watching them and look at them instead of God or instead of Christ or the Holy Spirit that will be giving her. Remember what we read like 3 years ago about them trying to overcrowd or drown out the voice of the Holy Spirit or the voice of thunder? That's how she ended up in that battered situation. Yeah, in a minute. Go ahead and get dressed. Not always produce trauma, overwhelming physiological stress response, violence, rape, terrorist attacks. Oh, there it goes right there. Okay. Because rape and pillage is also when people just taking stuff from you. They just, and somebody's just allowing them to take. And this is not even no Job energy, dude. Somebody, everything is already gone from somebody. The stuff that they taking, you didn't even get yet. God said to let Job go down there, even if you was trying to Job. God said go down there and let Satan take everything from Job. It didn't say the shit that Job didn't even get yet. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Somebody is crazy. It didn't say nothing about taking what Job didn't have yet. Okay? Something supposed to be stored up in heaven or stored up or something like this. Okay? That's blasphemous. That's blasphemous to God, Shanita. Yeah? So this is a terrorist attack. The tarot community is a terrorist attack. Because I'm talking about something that happened in the garden or a unit. It's not even just about me, right? These are also people. Somebody used my brain, or they blaspheme the Holy Spirit or temperance by trying to put their dirt on this person, or they thought that they was gonna get away with something, and I was gonna die for their sins. So we got the wrath of the champions here. So again, nobody is protected or something like this. Okay. None of these organizations, or why are they even open if they're not even having any clause, or they're not being held accountable for some of their actions that could have hurt somebody or something like this. Okay. So again, did tarot, or I mean, what people are saying in tarot, because they're spying and watching, they're not really gifted. They're also spying on someone and then spitting this information out to attract you, to make you tune in to them or something. At one point in time, did somebody sit there on it real quick? But no, that's not what ruined my stuff. It's the people in the back room. It's the people in the background that was grooming and trafficking and stalking and spying that ruined something. Okay. All right. So it's saying here short-term reactions such as physical shock. Okay. Physical denials. No, sociological denial. Okay. So somebody could be trying to deny something, or deny something's happened, or denying that somebody is doing something, infiltrating you. Flashbacks, panic attacks, insomnia, nightmare disorders. Again, and like I told you, if they're trying to use this, if they try to make me sick and try to use this to keep me out, it says that Jesus's followers cannot be blemished. It didn't say that Jesus Christ or Christ would not be blemished herself. Yeah. Okay. There is none other. All right. We got brief psychotic disorder, hyperventilation. People recorded this and laughed about it or something like this. Nausea. Somebody's stomach could be hurting all the time. Protective factors, resilience. Okay, is the willing to seek help, including temperamental and environmental factors. Okay. So these people specialize in knowing what this is. Insomnia, nightmares, blah, blah, blah. Depression. Okay. So they putting wrath of the champions, but for what? Okay, because these people about to get right what it is. All right. Let's see. And none of your, again, what God put together, let no man put asunder. You can't fuck with it. You just can't. Somebody, you got to release it now. Yeah. So again, there's some kind of abuse here. Okay. Neglect also, because these people are neglecting that something is going on. It says media commentators often take the number of referrals to be synonymous with the number of cases, actual children maltreatment. Now, I was just thinking like this. Even if there was a situation here where the dark web was doing something or something like this, I would think that if these people had all this power, they could explain to the people with lights and power have gone out. There's some people that don't even have technology in certain places. I would think that somebody would be able to just shut down the fucking internet if you had to for a year. You understand? In order to make sure to get rid of whatever they're doing on the dark web, to find out what is the dark web. Maybe if the regular web dropped down a little bit, then you can see what the dark web is, and then you could do something about something. Hmm. Yeah. Mm-mm. See, that's why I tell you, go from right here. Also, like I said, the real mother energy would be the one that would be kind of chubby around the stomach all the time because that's the holy grail. That's where you getting the grapes from. The only reason why the other girl is skinny and fit, or the other thing that you created is skinny and fit, because nobody ain't no seed in it. There's no life in it. That's what it's death only in that thing. I don't even think this thing eats. Okay. Two of coins. All right. Something could be a toss up here. And again, this feminine energy was doing child abuse theyself, right? So you was doing child abuse too. Okay, you was abused as a child too. You're a child abuser. So somebody better just make sure that your woman ain't no child abuser. Hmm. Is this barbecue? What is this? Oh, it's hot cocoa. Damn.
Who is y'all talking about is brain rot dosage in here? Like, if you don't like it, you can hop out.
Bree, what are you talking about?
You don't even know what's going on in here, and you talking.
Bree, what are you talking about? Okay, y'all, hold on. I gotta get this almost naked baby
No,
from behind me.